Hey, it's Rav. Welcome to the Everyday Investor, the hottest real estate investment show in the world. That's right, I said it, Scott McGillivray. We're going to be talking about investing in flips. We couldn't find anybody, so we thought we'd have Scott McGillivray on the show to be able to teach us how we can flip. I'm just kidding. I'm so excited that Scott's here. I'm even stumbling on my words. Remember, when anyone offers you any investment opportunity, you want to ask the 4 questions to start. What's the return on investment? When do I get that return? What's the minimum investment amount needed? And what is the risk? I'm not joking. You can't see him, but Scott's here. Get out your paper, your pen. We're going to go through some numbers. The Everyday Investor continues in a moment.
The Everyday Investor has been brought to you by ProFunds Mortgages, fixed returns, real security. The Real Estate Centre Canada, for all your buying, selling, and investing needs. Exteriors, providing you with full-service exterior renovations.
For over 10 years, Strong Base Interlock and Landscaping has providing professional services to homeowners across the Greater Toronto Area. We are dedicated to ensuring your landscaping resembles the beauty you have envisioned. Our team guarantees competitive prices and the highest level of customer satisfaction through our integrity and commitment to quality landscaping services. For a free estimate on your next project, call us at 416-800-1585 or visit our website at sbinterlock.com. Whatever your interlocking and landscaping needs, you can count on Strong Base.
At Here to Clean, we understand that inviting someone into your home is a big deal. All of our cleaners are carefully vetted to ensure we send the right person to care for your home. We offer a variety of cleaning services to meet our various clients' needs, from small office and vacation rental cleaning, post-renovation and move-in cleaning. We will arrange a team of professionals with the right skill sets to tackle your toughest jobs and get them done right. Email, call, or text us to discuss your unique needs.
Hey there, this is Anthony Maniaci. Here at Maniaci Sobel Altbaum, we're a law firm working for you in all facets of the law. My specialty is working in corporate commercial law and real estate, but we have lawyers that work in all other areas, including litigation and family. Our practice focuses on service with a personal touch, delivering in-depth legal advice and guidance to our clients, treating you as people, not as a number. You can reach us at maniacilaw.com.
Hey, it's Jeff and Mark from Exteriors. Exteriors provides you with full-service exterior renovations, including roofing, siding, aluminum, and eaves troughs. We treat every renovation as if it were our own, guaranteeing impeccable craftsmanship. Exteriors Renovations. Contact us for a free quote.
Hey, it's Vitali, Rav's door and window guy. Here are 4 quick tips when choosing doors and windows for your home. 1. Get 2 to 3 estimates from a reputable vendor. 2. Choose the right manufacturer. 3. Make sure you have a warranty. And 4. Get professional installation. To book a free estimate, contact us at torontodoorsandwindows.ca.
Hey, it's Rav. Welcome back to the Everyday Investor. Today we're talking about investing in flips. My good friend Scott McGillivray is on the show. Scott, thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely.
And what do you think of my intro? You know, the hottest real estate investment show in the world.
The second hottest, maybe.
The second hottest.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'll take that because I know we got Buyer's Boot Camp.
Yes.
And then you're saying Rav fit. Like, are you sure you're saying that? Because I've also heard of, but I've heard of shows like Moving the McGillivrays or something. I think I've heard of Income Property. And so you're actually saying the Everyday Investor is the second hottest?
After all of those.
Oh, I see.
After all.
Okay, so it's the fourth of them.
It's really like the 17th hottest show.
Listen, you are so busy. You have a beautiful wife, kids, spending a lot of family time, shooting several shows. You know, I appreciate whenever I can have you on the show. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while, yes. Been a while because of you, not me. Hey.
True.
This is really interesting. We're going to be talking about flipping homes. And this is, people are watching the show. I've been watching the show. And it's not necessarily just in the States. Oh, yeah, you can flip, but it's just in the States. We're doing this North America wide.
Absolutely.
What was, you know, the desire to say, hey, I want to teach people how to work hard, the boot camp aspect, but to do the whole flipping game?
Well, you know, I've been doing the shows for 12 years now, and one of the things I've noticed is that the fans love the idea of investing in real estate. They love income property and everything about it, but the challenge is income property really tailors to people who are already owning a piece of real estate that has potential.
Yeah.
What about all the people who are trying to get into that stage? And that's sort of the gap that was missing with me and the fans. And so this Show Buyers Boot Camp that is now airing on HGTV, what we decided to do is anyone who's interested in investing in real estate, all you have to do is find the opportunity. You don't even have to own it.
Yeah.
And then present it to me, and if I like it, well, if I don't like it, I'll tell you why, and I'll give you the advice.
Yeah.
But if I do like it...
Which is very valuable right there, because some people, I guess, they don't have to own it, but they can tie it up. Somebody else
Yes.
owns it. So when you give that feedback, then they can even say, well, maybe this is not, if Scott's not going to do it with me, this might not even be a good play for myself.
This is kind of like Dragon's Den or Shark Tank meets HGTV.
Yeah.
Because you've got all of these people who have a ton of motivation. They've got a lot of energy, but they're missing the resources.
Yeah.
And I have the resources, but I don't have all the time.
Yeah.
And so they're out there scouring the country, finding the interesting opportunities, presenting them to me, and then I can make the deals happen. I mean, I'm either financing the entire thing, I'm paying for the renovations, bringing my team to the table. And the fastest way to make money in real estate, as you know, is through flipping.
Yeah.
So we ended up doing a lot of flips this year, which is, you know, I've done flips, I've been doing them for years, but it's not the main thing that I do. I like buy and hold.
Yeah.
But I enjoy the flips, are fun too. And there was some really interesting opportunities. And so I kind of got back into this idea where I partner with investors.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. I mean, one of the most beautiful words next to leverage in the real estate game is joint venture, and that just means partnering with people. I
Yes.
mean, you know, you and I have done a deal in land development before. You know, the biggest
Yes.
company in the world, Apple, has tons of partners. I mean, that's really where you find the most success, is when, you know, Scott has the intellect of how to renovate for the biggest bang for the buck and some funds. Somebody else might be able to find the property, and so you have a joint venture. The second thing that I want to say is, yeah, with your buy and holds, we've talked about this all the time, that, you know, there's cash flow, that word cash flow.
Yes.
And, you know, that's after all the expenses, the rent comes in, hopefully it's higher, and so you have some cash flow. But not everybody is going to quit their day job and don't necessarily need cash flow. What they need is to be able to explode their capital, to be able to grow their money. And that's why I think this is a perfect show. I don't think there's anything been out there on TV that teaches people how they can, you know, just really grow their capital rapidly.
You know, there's a lot of real estate guys who talk about real estate on their shows. It's really, you know, amateur stuff.
Yes. Except for the Everyday Investor. He's talking about all those other shows. I agree wholeheartedly. Yes.
I wanted a show where we're doing. So
Yes.
this Buyers Boot Camp it's a doing show. It's where we partner with people, and there's so many opportunities. It's hard to go into all of it. But like you said, the flip is sort of a basic entry-level real estate investing strategy that allows people to sort of maximize short-term profits and generate more cash to get into things like the buy and hold model, which are a little more intermediate, I guess you could say. There's a little more involved. But if you can learn how to do a flip properly, which I want to get into with you, because a lot of people think they know what a flip is, but they don't.
Yeah.
And I learned that from doing the show. I'm like, these people don't know what a flip is. We need to reteach folks that there's a couple very important things that need to happen in order for a flip to be successful. You know, I hear people all the time with excuses. Well, I'd like to invest in real estate, but I can't because A, B, C, D, E, F, G, time, money, experience, support. I hear all these lame excuses. I guess I'll call them lame. Because the truth is, you don't need to have any of those things if you're motivated. And this show allows me to do that. It allows me to joint venture with people who don't have the resources. I do a self-funding proposal in my JV agreement, so it doesn't cost anyone to partner with me. The cost comes once we make money. The more money we make, the better it is for both of us. But if there's no money to be made, then there's nothing lost either. So it is a bit unique, but I always tell people, if you want to get creative, there's lots of ways to get into real estate without using a lot of resources, and this is one of the ways.
And
to
what
do
I
it.
like, you know, that you're active, you're staying active, and that's what I mean. You and your business partner, Michael, you know, you started. Many people came to you, hey, teach us. So you started Keyspire, which is you know, an education company. It teaches people how to get into real estate investing. But you guys are actively investing as well, you with Michael, and that's what I love about it. When we at Keyspire, and you know, I would be a part of it and speak, and thank you for allowing me to do that. That was a lot of fun. We were, you know, in land development or investing in mortgages and properties and maybe a REIT. Not a lot, and it's been 3-4 years since I've been involved. Not a lot on flips. Are we going to bring that as well to Keyspire?
Well, I am doing a live event tour.
Yeah.
So I go across the country to certain cities that can only do so many a year.
Yeah.
And in that free event, what I'll do is I'll teach people the basics of a flip and
you will?
some of
Okay.
the secrets that are necessary, because a lot of people think that a flip works like this, and it's wrong. They think I buy a property sort of at market or retail value, it needs some work, I put in the work, and I sell it for a premium to make a profit. Wrong.
Okay.
That's not the best way to flip a property, but this is the big mistake that people make, and they find that they can't sell it for the price they wanted, or it sits on the market too long, or they don't take into consideration a lot of their carrying costs and the cost of financing. So one of the things that I teach people when I'm at live events, and I've had to teach a lot of people on my new show, Buyers Boot Camp, is that you make your money on the front end of a flip. And people don't seem to realize that.
Yeah.
And what I mean is you spend most of your time lining up the right deal. You don't just buy something because it needs work and pay retail. You might go through 7, 8, 9 properties, putting in offers and negotiating, and you might lose them, because for me, if I can't put a good 10 to 12% margin on the front end, meaning I want to secure it below market value, right?
Yeah.
So if it's worth $500,000, I would love to be able to pick it up for $450,000. But I'm going to get told no 9 times before the 10th one comes through. And it's about understanding how to find those motivated sellers and solve their problems for them.
Yeah.
So with that equity built in on the purchase already,
The front end.
I can buy wholesale or discount, fix it up, sell retail, and still make money. And if I sell for a premium, I make even more money.
Listen, we're going to go through these numbers. Looking forward to you teaching us. We're going to go to break here. But you really are not just a pretty face. I love having Scott here. Lots to learn from Scott McGilvery. Get the paper pen. We're going to learn how we can make money flipping homes. Don't go anywhere. The Everyday Investor continues in a moment.
The Everyday Investor has been brought to you by ProFunds Mortgages, fixed returns, real security. The Real Estate Center Canada, for all your buying, selling, and investing needs. Exteriors, providing you with full-service exterior renovations. If you'd like to have your own TV show where you can be the authority in your area of expertise, visit our website at lakehousemedia.com.
ProFunds Mortgages is not just your average mortgage brokerage. ProFunds has assisted homeowners and investors in achieving their mortgage financing goals for over 2 decades. With access to multiple lenders, we can offer you the most competitive rates and terms in the industry, along with private funding for all your quick closings and non-bank mortgages. Work with an experienced team that has your best interests at heart. If you're looking for a great rate alongside exceptional service, call us today. profunds.ca.
Hey, it's Jeff and Mark from Exteriors. Exteriors provides you with full-service exterior renovations, including roofing, siding, aluminum, and eaves troughs. We treat every renovation as if it were our own, guaranteeing impeccable craftsmanship. Exteriors Renovations. Contact us for a free quote.
The Real Estate Center is one of North America's leading real estate firms, helping everyday people buy, sell, and invest in real estate. By leading with education, we make sure our clients have the know-how and confidence to make informed decisions, allowing them to reach their goals. Through our vast network of experienced advisors, the Real Estate Center is able to provide a full-service experience across the entire country. Whether you're looking for your first home, an income property, or commercial investment, we're here to help. Visit our website at therealestatecenter.com.
For over 10 years, Strong-Based Interlock and Landscaping has providing professional services to homeowners across the Greater Toronto Area. We are dedicated to ensuring your landscaping resembles the beauty you have envisioned. Our team guarantees competitive prices and the highest level of customer satisfaction through our integrity and commitment to quality landscaping services. For a free estimate on your next project, call us at 416-800-1585 or visit our website at sbinterlock.com. Whatever your interlocking and landscaping needs, you can count on Strong Base.
Like people, businesses have their journey, their path, sometimes straight, but more often evolving, growing, and adapting. And like people, businesses' needs change, creating the need for knowledge in areas like accounting, consulting, and tax. Areas critical to your continued growth and success, all part of the journey, and all part of what we do together with you. So that when your business has arrived, it's ready to keep going. MNP, wherever business takes you.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. They all offer a variety of tools to help a business grow. But how do you decide what works best for you? How do you know what platform is best to invest your advertising dollars in, especially when the budget is tight? MarketTech creates and manages a social media marketing experience that's tailored specifically to each of our clients. We determine the best ways to market your business online so it can grow to its full potential.
Hey, it's Rav. Welcome back to The Everyday Investor. We're talking about how we can make money investing in flips. There's nobody I'd rather talk to other than Scott McGilvray on this subject. Scott, thanks so much for being on the show. I love the show, Buyers Boot Camp. I PVR it. Sometimes I watch it live, Sunday nights, 9 p.m.,
Yes.
HGTV. It's really a great show, and I actually love the humanity of it. You know, a lot of people can watch TV and say, well, you can do it, but that's because you can do it. I could never do it. But these are just kind of everyday people. They've got big hearts. I mean, they really want to do this. And then the teaching part, you just do on the way, right? So
it happens naturally. Like
Yeah.
that's what I love to do. I love seeing other people learn from what we're working on and then take it and excel with it.
Yeah. Teach us how to do a proper flip. What's the risk? What's kind of the return on investment? Go ahead. Teach us a flip.
Well, the first thing to know is that a flip is it's a bit of a risky investment for real estate investors because there are a few elements you can't control. So if you want to get into real estate investing, for me, I'm not a betting man. I don't like gambling or any of that. So most of my portfolio is buy and hold.
Yeah.
Because I know I've got multiple streams of income. I'm insulated. It's kind of like being able to make money on your investment. You can also hedge against it.
Yeah.
And you can also get a dividend at the same time with your cash flow.
You know, a lot of people ask me, they say, what's Scott like? Like, is his hair real? Is his teeth real? I'm just kidding. They ask me, what's he like when he invests? And I say to them, Scott is actually incredibly conservative.
Yeah.
He's a very conservative. Yeah, but he has hundreds of properties and he does this and he does that. Yeah, but because you know how to do it,
Yes.
you mitigate risk and you really touch conservative things. I think people don't know that about you.
You have to be able to invest no matter what the market conditions are. And most people, one of the biggest mistakes they'll ever make in real estate is that they think they're going to try to time the market.
Yeah.
But the truth is, real estate investing is about
Time in the market.
boom. I love
Yes,
that.
yes.
So it's about time in the market. And what that means is you have to have a plan that allows you to invest and profit over the long term, no matter what the market conditions are, meaning identify the opportunities that exist today and don't delay or cheat yourself out of something that's already making money. And that's where cash flow comes in. Cash flow is your rationale, right? It's your safety net. It's like, this property has cash flow, put it in your portfolio. It's not the reason why you bought it, because cash flow isn't gonna usually make anybody rich. It's the capital appreciation that happens in the background while you're getting your dividend payments, while you're getting paid to own this thing, right?
Yeah.
So for me,
Somebody paying your mortgage down.
yeah, somebody's paying down. You got principal recapture. You've got market appreciation, which is the big nugget. You've got positive cash flow, and then you've got forced appreciation, which are the things you can physically do to increase the value of the property. And I always tell people there's all these different categories of the buy and hold model that allow it to be this diversified sort of portfolio. But you can also invest in any one of those simple techniques, right? So if you're investing just on market valuation, hoping you're gonna buy low and sell high, that's called real estate speculating,
Yeah.
right? And it's a bit of a gamble because the market's not always going up.
Yeah.
And if you buy just to do active appreciation, means you're only gonna physically do something to improve the value and then try to sell it for a profit, that's flipping. The good news is you can do all of that in the buy and hold model, but it does take people a little bit of time to get on board with that idea. So flipping is one of the first and fundamental elements. It is one of the fastest ways to make money in real estate, but it's not completely safe, because if the market is going down while you're trying to push the value up, it's hard. It's a fighting battle, right? You're losing that battle. It's like pushing water up a hill. So
are you able to reveal some of the wisdom of how to choose the right market to flip? You said you buy and make 15, 20, 25% on the front end. How do you do that in the negotiation process? Touch on those things.
Well, if you want to know whether or not you've acquired a great flip property, if you've done your job, because you need to be doing your job at the front end, as I said before the break, meaning you're securing the property at a discount. And that means being able to solve people's problems. And the first thing that people need to understand if they want to be real estate investors, you have to learn how to be a professional offer maker. Like, people buy houses. It's crazy to me. Most people, first-time buyers, or even somebody who's owned a home for a long time, they put hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line without being trained on how to buy real estate. They haven't gone to school for it. They've never done it before. And it's like, oh, $600,000. I'll just try to buy this house. And maybe my real estate agent will guide me in the right direction. Wrong. The real estate agent is getting a commission on the deal. So they are not motivated for your success. They are motivated for your purchase, which is fine, because real estate agents do know a lot about real estate, but you got to work with the right ones for sure. But number two is, if you know how to make the right offers, if you know how to put a solid offer together, there's all kinds of things you can do in order to start sourcing out the right properties. So I train people on how to put in the right offers with all kinds of different conditions. Sometimes we'll put in multiple offers, do a double offer, put in a red herring, put all these different things in your offers, and all of a sudden buyers are realizing, I'm dealing with somebody who's...
These guys are watching and they're saying, Scott puts in red herrings, and they're thinking, Blue Jays as well. Like, it's simple, Scott McGilvray. It can sound complex. Where are you only teaching your JV partners, your joint venture partners? Are we teaching this at Keyspire?
I do this all the time. Yeah, I teach it through Keyspire, through our training organization. I also teach it at my live events, and sometimes on the show we teach it as well. But the truth is, there are people who are motivated to sell their properties for many different reasons. And one of the typical mistakes I notice that buyers make, new buyers and new investors, is they get excited about new listings. They're out there looking at all the new listings. There aren't a lot of deals to be made on the new listings. Because I go shopping for old listings. I like things that have been on the market for 60 or 90 days.
Expired listings.
Ooh, don't get me excited. Don't say things like that unless you got one for me, right? Because you're tempting me. The older the listing, the more interesting it is to me. And that is typically where you're going to find the gold nuggets. It's not on the new stuff. It's not getting into bidding wars. It's, going to that property where the agent's like, oh, you want to see what property? I haven't shown that in a while. I'm like, ding, 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 ding. This is the one. And that's what helps make the numbers work. And so if you want to know if you've done a good job doing this, if you were able to secure that property, if you were able to resell it without doing a thing and make money, you've just bought it right.
I like that.
So some people will actually do this part really well. They can secure properties and literally they will just resell them, or sometimes even assign them at market value, and they'll make a 10% spread.
What does that mean really quickly, assign them?
Assign it would be you've secured it, you've got an offer in that's been accepted, and before the closing happens, you can assign the contract to someone else. This happens all the time. People just don't know what it's called. I just closed on a property 2 weeks ago, and the buyer, 2 weeks before the closing, I had to do 3 amendments for them. They had to bring in a whole bunch of other people, get their names on the offer so they could qualify for financing. Those amendments were really just like assignment clauses.
Got it.
They, sometimes people will bring their parent in or a relative so they can qualify.
So it's selling the piece of paper. So I bought this for $1, and it's already gone up. Hey, do you want it for $2? And I sell the paper. And
this happens to me all the time, especially in a market that's going up quickly. I'll secure a property. I bought my own property a couple of years ago, interestingly enough. And it was a tough neighborhood to get into. And then I had like a 5-month closing. Well, 4 months into it, so just a month before closing, an agent came to me and said, I understand that you have an arrangement to pay this much. We'll pay you an extra $200,000
Wow.
just to take the contract.
That's an assignment.
So that's like, okay, I didn't even close on the property and you can make a few $100,000. That immediately shows you that you've got a good property,
Yeah.
and you can make money on the purchase, and then you can even increase the amount you make through the flip, right?
yeah.
So you might be able to make a little bit of money because you bought it properly, and then you're going to make a little bit more because you're going to flip it well.
Yeah.
And so, you know, the combination of those two should make it quite profitable for you to do the flip.
And you know, Scott, you know, over the years as you've nurtured me, what I appreciate is that you're a realist optimist. I mean, you're a realist. Like, this takes work.
Yeah.
Right? You're not here talking on TV saying, "Oh yeah, just buy low, you know, buy lowest." No, you're submitting tons of offers. You're working with the right people. You're looking at different geography, different demographics, all that kind of stuff. That takes work.
I'm always kicking the tires. You know, you have to say yes a lot in your life if you want to do well. You have to invite opportunities and take on challenges and look for the places where other people are not venturing to go, because
Yeah.
it's often the most difficult things are the most lucrative, right?
Yeah.
So when somebody's like, that's too hard, it can't be done, I get even more interested. Because I'm like, good, that means a lot of you folks have been weeded out, and I'm going to go see what's over there.
Yeah. And then obviously from there, and this is your expertise, we're buying it low. We're making money on the purchase, but now we're doing some things, and I think that's a place where a lot of people make mistakes. They do too much, or they do the wrong things,
Yep.
and they lose their money there. I can't believe we have about 45 seconds left for the show, but touch on that.
Well, you got to do the right improvements. So there are certain places you want to put your money, like curb appeal is huge. You need to have the property looking great if you want to sell it for a retail or premium price. You want to take care of kitchens and bathrooms, and also any sort of general maintenance stuff that's going to get caught in an inspection. So
Yeah.
the roof, the furnace, the HVAC, the electrical. Take care of those, and everything else can literally be just good.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to finish every space. If there's an unfinished basement, you can leave it unfinished. And those are the most profitable flips you will ever work on.
Yeah. Scott, thank you so much for being on the show. I
Thanks
wish
for
you
having
could
me.
come on more. Please come on more. Anytime you're welcome to come on to the show. We're talking to my good friend Scott McGilvery about investing in flips. Watch the show. It's a great show. Sunday nights, 9 p.m., HGTV. But also go to keyspire.com where you can learn a lot and be educated even on this very subject matter on flips, and then really everything else real estate related. Thanks for watching. Thank you. If we didn't have you, we wouldn't have a show. For more information, go to theeverydayinvestor.info. We'll see you next week, same place, same time. Honey, I love you. I'll be home soon. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Hey everyone, my name is Danny, and this is my beautiful wife, Jillian. Just like you, we want to have success in our life and our family, but also we want to make a difference in this world.
A couple of years ago, with the encouragement and support of RAV, my husband decided to build Oasis Home for Kids. It's a loving refuge for orphans and abandoned children in Haiti. I've been blown away by what's been done in the lives of these poor kids in such a short period of time. Haiti is the poorest country of our hemisphere, and they need our help now.
Indeed, Haiti's facing a serious humanitarian crisis. Many live in extreme poverty. More than 50% of the kids do not attend school and have no hope. Many orphans and abandoned kids can be found on the streets.
How can you help? $1 a day will make a big difference in the life of a child. With just $1 a day, we can provide quality education and a meal for that child who would have no chance otherwise to learn how to read and to write.
A simple act of love is the most powerful answer to complex problems. I'm so grateful for Rav's support from the beginning. We thank you in advance for your generosity. Now, together, let's change the world.
Learn more about our work by visiting our website. Thank you.
Merci.